Hello, thank you so much for joining us on the program Delta State Contributory Health Scheme and you. I am Eunice Emeazia. Well, today we're talking about equity plan in the scheme. And what is the equity plan all about? We get to find out today on the program. Well, I'm not talking alone today because I'm talking with the Functioning Director General of the Commission, Delta State Contributory Health Commission, Dr. Alfred Ebiakofa, and he's right here.
Good afternoon, viewers, and welcome to the program Delta State Contributory Commission, Delta State Contributory Health Scheme, and you.
All right. So we also have Patricia Bemudu, who is going to be talking to us in the Pidgin English language.
Yeah, my people, now the kind grammar when we sabi speak with this one, so that everybody go there aware and they carried along. We don't want to make only some part of persons they enjoy. We want to make everybody enjoy for this program. So my name is Pat Bemudu, as you don't take an answer.
Okay, so let's just kickstart the program quickly. We're talking about the equity plan. When we say equity plan, a lot of things come to mind. Equity plan. What is the equity plan all about, sir?
Well, the equity plan is one of the plans we have in the scheme that is actually sponsored and funded by government solely. It's supposed to take care of children under 5 years, pregnant women, the elderly, physically challenged, and mentally challenged. But for now, the scheme is just handling those for the children under 5 and the pregnant women. And with time, the other groups will be added to it. And we are also hoping that with time, it will be expanded to include the vulnerable group, that is the poor of the poor in our society. Whether they fall into this category, but if there is a proof that these ones can't afford it, they will be added, and we're hoping that will be done very soon.
Okay. When you talk about the various services involved in the scheme, especially when you talk about equity, people want to know what are those things that it can cover, those services that it can cover for the pregnant woman, for the surgeries. They just tell us the cases that they can handle under the equity plan.
Now, in the equity plan, in our benefit package, it is a comprehensive care, and that means anything around that pregnancy is covered, from antenatal to delivery and even cesarean section. Everything is covered in it, and it's absolutely free.
Okay, so our Pidgin English woman, I know you are itching to tell me something, so
Yeah.
go ahead and let us hear.
I know, I say, because this kind of program, we want to make people participate. No, we make we just they talk. So we get number to call to ask any question when you want to take or any contribution when you want to make. Or you get something when we say the thing don't they trouble you since you want make them explain that to you. So the number to call now 0906 273 9107. Make I take them again. 0906 273 9107. So you can call us on this number to tell us what you want to tell us, or ask us the question when you want to ask us. Like we said today, now equity health plan, now we dey discuss.
Thank you very much. You just said that so effortlessly. Okay, so when we're talking about equity, what is the eligibility criteria? Is it everybody that is pregnant, every child in Delta State? What are those criteria that you look at for?
Every child under 5 years is eligible, and every pregnant woman is eligible. So those are just criteria.
Deltans, non-Deltans?
So long as you are resident in Delta State. Remember, the scheme covers every person resident in Delta State. It is a mandatory scheme. So as long as you're resident in Delta State, you are supposed to be part of this scheme.
Now, are there other underlying costs? Like, sometimes you say this thing is free, but you have to pay for this, you have to pay for that. So, is there anything like that when it comes to this?
No, as far as equity plan is concerned, there's no you have to pay for this or you have to pay for that. This scheme covers the persons that are in the category completely. There is no paying for this or paying for that. But if, however, maybe during the course of getting care, the hospital genuinely does not have a particular drug or a particular service, and they can't refer you to another place, and they say maybe a particular drug, and they say go buy it outside. It's a different thing altogether, because in health scheme we have what we call genuine out of stock. That means truly the hospital don't have that drug, not that somebody is playing prank with it or somebody is trying to be smart with, negatively smart. So in those conditions, yes, it is possible, because you need to survive. And if you do that and you get a receipt and bring to the commission, we will still be able to ask the hospital to attend and refund while we pay the hospital back.
This issue of genuine out of stock, you call it has caused a lot of issues for many. In fact, I've had a situation where people had to argue over it and say, why would they say they don't have drug? Why would the hospital not have a particular drug? Do you understand? So now there's something like genuine out of stock, that they genuinely don't have it. But however, if you are faced with that situation, you have your receipt, it can be refunded. Now, if I am involved, like I find myself in that situation, if I want a refund and I have my receipt, how do I go about it?
Yes, with your receipt and your ID card that you have for the scheme, you can come to our head office, write a complaint letter, come to our head office and submit. We will query the hospital, and if it's true that yes, genuinely they don't have the drug and they made you to go and buy the drug, not because somebody is playing prank, we will ask them to refund while we pay them. We give them back the distance. So we'll ask them to include it in their bill and refund the money to you while we will pay them back. But if, however, we discover that the hospital had the drug and somebody, maybe the person in the pharmacy refused to give the drug, it will be a crime against the hospital, against us, and so we will take up legal action against that hospital.
So if you are one of those facilities that try to use this issue of genuine out of stock to hunt people, use it to disturb your patients, well, the law is just by the corner there.
Just by the corner.
Okay, so Patricia Bemudu, I know that you've been itching to try to explain some of these things in the Pidgin English language. So go ahead, just tell us some of this.
My people, like I told before, see now, equity health plan. Now be the matter when we carry on. I know say every week we dey come with different types of topic, so that we go touch every area when concern this scheme. So today na equity health plan na we take up, and as Oga don talk, he say this plan na the one wey be say concern under 5 and pregnant women. This pregnancy na right from the day when you take conceive this child, you carry yourself, you go hospital, all the antenatal, both the birth, you born am normal or you no born am normal, maybe they do cesarean, when we say them do operation, na hospital, na government go take care of them, you no go pay 1 naira. So, and if you born pikin from 0 to under 5, that pikin never reach 5 years, na hospital. You go just go the hospital, go any sickness at all, government go pay through the commission. So this one no be say dem go pay parts, dem no go pay parts. Everything comprehensive na everything go take care of am. Na so we carry come. And the one when you don talk, you say genuine or no genuine.
Out of stock.
Then you say now with everything there natural. You get stock for hospital and 100 person. Nobody they say I wake up say na only 10 person go come hospital today. no. E get some days when be say you go just get plenty person go come hospital, dey get one sickness or the other, and because dem don at ten d to this plenty people, dem no go come get that particular drug when you wan buy. Dem come say, and na you get body now, make you go buy am. Say dem no get am for store, make you go buy am. If you buy am, collect the receipt. With your receipt and your ID card, carry am come our office, write letter. If you get phone wey dem give you, go write and say, I go hospital, see the amount when I pay when I take buy this drug. If you write am, dem go the office go come make inquiry, come investigate, come know why be say the hospital no give you this drug. Then when dem find out say na true dem no get, hospital go refund you your money, then the commission pay the hospital.
Okay.
Time to explain.
So not be more comprehensive.
Comprehensive.
Okay.
Everything.
So when we talk about comprehensive, you talked about the pregnant women and the children. Now, in pregnancy, maybe or during child delivery, there was a complication. And then they're already out of the hospital, they have to come back to the hospital. Does this scheme also cover those post-pregnancy issues?
Yeah, the scheme covers a pregnant woman for pregnant-related issues. When she is pregnant, it's comprehensive, and up to 6 weeks after delivery.
6 weeks.
After delivery. So it covers you. So if there is complication, maybe she was discharged from the hospital, a week later she started bleeding again and had to go back to the hospital, it's covered. As long as it is something related to the pregnancy at that time. But even during pregnancy, there are what we call comorbidities. There are other sicknesses that come with the pregnancy. For instance, the woman may be hypertensive before, and she has been managing herself. But if she is pregnant, we take that because that is one very important lesson that will be problematic to the pregnant woman. So they take care of that too. If she's diabetic, at that time she's pregnant, it is covered. We cover everything for her.
Okay, so the number that you have to call is 0906 273 9107. I call that number again, 0906 273 9107. So if you have been involved in the scheme and there are some observations that you would like to communicate, this is the right platform for you to communicate, because Dr. Alfred Ebiakopa is the encyclopedia of knowledge when it comes to these issues. So he has to tell you everything that you need to know about it. So just make sure you get the information firsthand on the program. Now, sir, we have talked about the issue of not having an underlying cost in the scheme. Now, is this scheme different from the normal free healthcare service that the Delta State government provided for Deltans?
Yeah, if you say the free healthcare program that government provided for
Pregnant
women before now.
Yes.
Yes, before now, it was purely pregnancy-related, antenatal, delivery, and cesarean section. That was what was covered.
Yes.
Comorbidities, you pay for them. That is, if the woman is hypertensive, when we were doing that free program, she has to pay for the treatment of hypertension. But in this scheme, because it's a comprehensive care, the comorbidities also are taken care of. That means other sicknesses that comes up during the pregnancy are also taken care of. So that's why we call it a comprehensive care.
Okay. All right. We'll take a short break right now. When we'll come back, we'll discuss more on the equity plan of the Delta State Contributory Health Insurance Scheme. Please stay tuned. So thank you so much for staying tuned. You're watching the Delta State Contributory Health Scheme and you on Delta Television. Well, I've been talking with Dr. Alfred Ebiakofa, and he has been explaining so much about the equity plan. And then when we talk about the equity plan, he told us that it has to do with the pregnant women and the children under 5. Now, when we're talking about children, let's look at those that have this kind of like sickle cell and all of that. Are they involved in the scheme when we talk about comprehensive?
Yes, as long as they're under 5 years, yes. As for sickle cell, even the adults, if you are in the scheme, the services are given. So it's not a question of this one now being in the comprehensive. There have been advocacies made for sicklers. So if a sickler is enrolled in the scheme, even as an adult, their drugs are covered and their conditions are managed in the scheme.
Okay, so I've had a situation where somebody was trying to ask, how effective is your unit when it comes to punishing facilities that err, especially not following the guidelines that have been set out? You know, that is making a lot of patients look at the scheme as if it's not working. So how effective is that punishment unit that you have there?
Actually, what the law gave provision for that, but the truth is we've been doing what we call, the lawyers will say, out of court settlement with most people. And that makes a lot of people think that we don't punish erring facilities. We do. But because that out of court settlement is giving a lot of people an edge, you don't know what happened, we're going to take it further this time. We have a full legal department that will prosecute. And the law is clear. If you make an enrollee pay for something that he was supposed to get free, there's a 200,000 naira fine per incidence and an option or a 6-month imprisonment or both. So this time around we'll take this a little bit further so that people will get to understand that it's no longer business as usual. We are serious about the scheme and we want everybody to come on board, and we will not allow anybody be an obstacle in this part. So any facility that err in these activities from now on, our legal department will do justice to them.
Okay, so I was involved in, I was a witness to just a gathering where they were talking about it, and they were saying, that's how effective is this scheme and all of that. And then they were like, I told them that this issue of not reporting has been the bane, according to you, over the time you've been telling us on the program, that the issue has been people have not been coming out to report cases. So if you think that the commission will sit in their office there and know what's happening in your house. Exactly. So the functioning DG is telling you today that there is a legal department that is handling this. So if you don't come to report, then you are making that legal department to be dormant. So you have to make them work. Come and tell them what is going on, and they will fight for you. Well, sir, let's look at one of the callers that called in from, I think Ubuluku or where, while we're talking on radio. The person was asking about the scheme. If I want to register today, I want to be part of it, how do I go about it? The equity plan? Or once I'm just pregnant, I'm totally like that. Do I need to have a card? Is there something? Just tell us about that.
Okay, for now, the equity plan is registered in the hospital. So you get, if a woman is pregnant and she goes to the hospital, our government hospitals, now we have agents there that will register her, and then she will get the services free. But right now we are discovering that because the program is supposed to encourage people to go for antenatal, and we are not getting some people, because the service is not free in some states. They will wait till delivery time. When they hear there is complication, they will rush to the hospital in the state to get care.
Okay, so thank you so much for staying tuned. It's been the program Delta State Contributory Health scheme and we've been talking to Dr. Alfred Ebiakofa, who has told us so many things about the equity plan. Now you know your rights. Now you know the benefits that the state government has made available to you. It's now in your hands to key into that program and benefit maximally. So we'll be wrapping it up here on the program. Thank you so much for being part of it. Remember that next week, Wednesday, we'll be here at 3:30 to bring you the program. I am Eunice Emeazia. Bye for now.